see. Let's see if it's gonna work. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be my second time trying to pop on and it was just spinning and spinning. Ah. Ooh, it says we are live now. It says it's working. Hello, good morning, and how are you? Guess it's good afternoon, isn't it? It's like 1 o'clock my time. Grabbing out some oils to rub on. I'm gonna put my oils on to help me get over my nervousness because it's been a while since we've done any videos in this particular group, and this is going to be all on business today. So I'm going to start with a little bit of abundance, and I hope we have an abundance of people that jump on the call with us. I am waiting to see if I get some comments. You know, we moved out in the boonies and I absolutely love it here. We've been here for a couple years now and I love it, but our internet is hit and miss. So let's see what happens. Ah, I'm not alone. Who's our friend? Susan! I didn't even think you were going to be able to pop on today. I know you've got a meeting going on. Yay, I'm not alone and it's working. Woo woo, I'm so excited. So I put some abundance on. Let me know what oils you are oiling up from and give me a hello so I know that I am not alone. Got a little bit of clarity that I am putting on because I want to speak real clear so you guys know what we are chatting about. Got my clarity going on. You guys know it's one of my favorites. I got that going on. And then we're going to partner that with some envision. So far, abundance, clarity, and envision, because I want an abundance of clarity on the vision on where we are going. I'm just saying, oh God, I see everybody popping on. It makes me feel so good. I have done more than one of these where you end up all alone. It happens to all of us. Doesn't matter what rank you are. I'm just here to tell you. So here's that envision. So tell me which oils you are putting on or what has been your favorites for this season in your life. Tell me, I have to have a quiet moment for Envision. I absolutely love that one. If y'all have not played with that one, it is one you need. And like I said, I partner that. Always I partner my abundance and my Envision. So make sure you do the same thing. I see a lot of good ones going on over there. Good things, believe. I'm just saying. All right, you guys. So I am going to try to go really, really quick, because we are going to be doing this every single week on a different topic that has to do with this part of your business building, of choosing to do a run for your rank. So if you are here because you are brand new and you are just so excited, woo woo, welcome to the party. We are going to talk about how to have some massive action. If you are here and you have ranked before and you've lost the rank, or you've sat at the same exact rank for a really long time and you are ready to get that mojo going again and start jumping through, let me know. Let me know you're new, you're just getting started, or you've been in for a long time and you never thought about business building and you're just kind of tiptoeing. Tell me where you are in the journey. So for me, we hit diamond and we get paid as platinum now. So I am in this with you guys. I want to rank to my diamond. I want to hit my crown diamond. That's where my goal is set right now. Of course, royal crown diamond is in there too. So tell me where you are, because we're going to keep track of that. We're going to keep track of everybody that is jumping in the challenge, everybody that says, I'm going to do it. I want in. And I know some of you guys have already committed and said you're going to do it because we've chatted and we have all the different ideas going on. But some of you are like, I don't know, I'm not going to commit till you tell me what's up. So let me tell you what's up. So when we were introduced to Young Living, some of you guys know my story, some of you don't. We were introduced, and I always joke, I tell people I was introduced against my will. I was, the first oil anybody let me experience was oregano. What was the first oil that you were introduced to? Because oregano was my first oil, and I am here to tell you right now, it smells like dirty socks. It is still not a favorite oil. So it's not the one that I choose to use on the regular. It's just one of those oils and was not my favorite. And after being stalked, and I will use that word clearly, I was stalked by my girlfriend, the person that introduced me. She stalked me for several different months, putting those CDs on my door and constantly telling me about the oils. And I wasn't in a place, but when I really experienced the oils, when she finally got me to sit down and she put the oils on my body, it still makes me cry. It was absolutely life-changing. My life was changed miraculously, and it was changed in like 25 minutes. So I knew that nobody ever makes money in MLMs, right? I'm like, nobody does. There's the people at the top. And I had that same attitude that I know most of you guys have, or you have that in the back of your head. But I knew that because the Young Living is different from every other business. Would you agree with me that Young Living is different? Because our products work. They stinking rock. They change lives. Like, my life radically and dramatically changed without a shadow of a doubt. So even though I knew I wouldn't make money in this, I knew I at least had to tell other people. My philosophy is if something good happens to you, you have to tell other people. Like, take those people on the journey with you. And so I knew that I would at least tell one person a week. That was the commitment that I made. And we did it at a homeschool group because that was the time I had. We were toilet bowl cleaners making $13,000 a year. We were broke. We worked our butts off. So I didn't have any spare time. But I went to a homeschool group once a week rather, and I would share with one person there. And my extent of sharing, and I'm sharing this to you because I think we really complicate what has to happen. I think we make it so much harder than it needs to be. This was how I shared exactly. I had a raindrop kit and an everyday oil kit because that's what they got me started with. My first oils that were put on my body were the raindrop kit, and we had an oil kit that you got started with. It didn't even come with a diffuser back then, you guys. So I took both kits and I would hand them to whoever I happened to be sitting with while the kids were playing, and I would say, here, put these on. Like, seriously, I feel so much different. I feel so much better. My life has been so changed. Take these and put them on. And they would literally open the container. They would open the bottle. They would smell them. They would ask me questions. And my answer was the beginning, well, how does it work? I don't know. Elfin magic. I have no idea. All I know is I feel so much better. You have to get yourself some, and you have to tell other people, because people don't know we're supposed to feel good. They don't know we're supposed to have energy. They don't know we're supposed to be able to remember where we left the car, that kind of thing. And they would throw all those oils on, and I would hand them a paper application. I still like to do it by a paper application. I handed them an application. I said, here, fill this out. Let's get you some. But you tell other people. You tell other people because people don't know. And they would fill it all out. Now, I'll tell you this. It wasn't good business that had me doing it. It was because Brian did not want me schlepping some other thing. I had done home interiors. I had done purse parties. I had done, you name it. If there was a home party thing, I would go to the party. I would love it. And I would think, oh, I could do that. And it's just because we were broke. I had 4 babies. We were making $13,000 a year. And I needed a couple $100 a month just to be able to put shoes on my kids and coats on my kids. Like, if I could find a way to do that, I always did. But a couple of years before we were ever introduced to Young Living, Brian said, baby, no more. You know, we have all of these kits, we have all of this stuff, and you get your hopes all up, and you're like, I can do this. And then when it doesn't work, you're all sad, and I just don't want to go through that anymore. So when I had my life so radically changed, I knew that I couldn't sell them, because Brian really just didn't want me to touch any of it. And so I had people order their own stuff, and I would hand them the application because it couldn't be shipped to me. I couldn't deliver it. Like, my baby did not want me doing that, and so I didn't. And my first month with Young Living, we're going through with the 1090 page, we're going over our compensation plan all this week. So you can go look at those posts. And we have this amazing upfront money in our fast start bonus and what we get for the kids and different things. And that upfront money, with enrolling 4 people on those products, I got a check for around, I think it was $360. And I was like, oh, I can buy more oils, because by then I had gotten a little bit addicted to my oils. I loved them. I wanted them. And I was also sharing them. So I ordered some more stuff. I didn't tell Brian anything about it because I needed to use that money on my addiction, So I just went and grabbed some more stuff. And, but I'm a smart girl. I said, well, if I told one person a week, that's 4 people in month 1, if I do the same thing, then it will keep me with my oils and maybe a little extra for the house, and it won't take it out of our groceries, because we were so tight on money. So I committed, I'll just do that. I'll just do the one person. That's just one person. It'll be fine. My second month with the chat with Young Living, and I will tell you, it is unusual. It doesn't always happen like this, but my second check was almost $1,600. But the reason it happened, I need you to understand how our compensation plan works, and I'm going to attach our income disclosure so you can see the picture as well. But the reason is, those first 4 people that I enrolled, they duplicated what I did. So when I said, you got to tell other people, people don't know. They don't know we're supposed to feel good. They don't know we're supposed to have energy. They don't know. Here, get this. They did the same thing. So they each got their $300 to $400 check from that upfront money. But then I got the override. I got the in addition to, because those are the bonuses. Those bonuses are in addition to our normal compensation. There's extra stuff. So what had happened is each of them had gotten 4 or 5 people, and I went, oh my gosh. Now Brian, he knew about that check because I opened it at the mailbox, peeking in there, because back in the olden days we got paper mail, checks, and I was like, ah, and I was so excited. I'm like, baby, baby, baby. It blew my mind. And in that 24-hour, 3-day period, I made a decision that, man, I can do this. Like, I can either change lives or I can clean toilets. I was a cleaning person and I'm like, I can do this. And so I decided that I was going to run hard, that I was going to do what I had to do to be able to achieve the rank of silver as quickly as possible. And so I went out there with each of those people I had already enrolled. I did some stuff underneath them. I enrolled more people on my own. And 3 months from the day we signed up, we achieved the rank of silver. Now, so when I tell you in 90 days, you can change ranks, it's because I did that. That was the action steps that I took. So if somebody can do it, then anybody can do it. There's nothing special about me. I wasn't, people go, well, Shannon, it's because you're a diamond. Well, listen, even today, when I'm chit-chatting and talking with people, they don't know I'm a diamond. They don't know that I got oodles of friends and that, I talk on stage. They don't know. They just know that I'm this lady in the grocery store with them. So it's not because of that. It's because when I decided I was going to really run and I wanted to be able to make this my full-time thing, I knew that I had to get out there and talk to more people, because those first 8 or so people that we enrolled, they were a part of our homeschool group. So that meant there were already people talking to everybody in homeschool. So I didn't want to go talk to all them. That would be all of their leads. And same thing with my church. I didn't want to have to go talk to everybody in my church because we had already enrolled a bunch of people and those people were talking to the other people. It was the web of communication. So I knew that for me, we had enrolled family, I had to go out and I had to find new people. So I knew that the only way to find brand new people was to go out and about and to find them. So I had heard on a CD, I don't remember the CD, I don't remember who the name of the Royal Crown Diamond is. If anybody knows actually who this is when I'm telling you their story, let me know, because I truly don't know which Royal Crown Diamond did this. But I heard on a CD that there was a guy who bought addresses, the old-fashioned on the house address where you get mail. He had bought address list, and then he mailed out a CD every single day to 10 people. He did it for, I don't know how long he did it, but it took him like 2 years and he went Royal Crown Diamond. I was like, sister, I need that. But we were broke. We were making such a little amount of money. There was no way I could afford to pay for a CD, buy the names list, the address list, all of the different stuff. We didn't have that. So this is how I modified. This is how I came up with this challenge. 90 days of massive action. And what I decided is I can't do all that, but I could go out to random people in random stores, at the library, when I'm grocery shopping, when we stop and do the things that we do anyways, when we go to the park, and I could make sure that every day I chatted with 10 new people, 10 people who I did not know, 10 people who I did not have a connection to, 10 people that just came across my path, and that I could at least pre-qualify them a little bit. The addresses that he bought, they were not pre-qualified. Those were just random people, right? But I could pre-qualify by, like, if I'm in the grocery store, if I was at Walmart and they were buying apples, I'm like, well, at least they eat fruits and vegetables. That's a good spot to start. So I need to clarify some stuff, because every time we run this challenge, I think people get confused when I say 10 a day, what that means. 10 a day is not 10 people that I sit down and I share the business with. 10 people that I put oils on. This is putting myself in a position to meet 10 new human beings a day. Now, that could be, I'm looking at those same apples and I'm like, oh, don't the apples smell good? And I smile and I make eye contact with the person next to me. And sometimes those people will go, yeah, and they walk away. That still counts as one. I put myself in a place to meet a new human being. I put myself in a place to find those people that are looking, the people that are looking, that are eye contacting, that are smiling, that are literally looking for something. They want that communication. So if I'm standing there and I say, don't the apples smell great? And they go, oh, they do. Oh my gosh, I was out at the apple orchard and we have a conversation. That counts as number 2. I may not do anything other than chit chat with that person. It may not go anywhere, but sometimes that conversation, the apple orchard, oh, I know Elmer is amazing. They have switched to all organic. I love that it's all organic. They taste completely different. So many more nutrients. Oh, I agree. Oh my gosh, listen, I know you don't know me and you're going to think I'm crazy, and I have a flyer. I'm going to talk about my flyers in a minute. So I have a flyer and I say, listen, we're doing classes over there at the Hyatt Regency. We do them every Monday night. It's all about health and wellness. I would love it if you would join us, or if you know anybody that's interested, if you could hand them this flyer, that would mean the world to me. Now, That is when I'm like, ooh, I got some mojo going. So somebody that just grunts and does nothing, they count as one. Somebody that has a conversation but it doesn't go anywhere, that counts as one. Somebody that takes a flyer, that counts as one. None of those was a new enrollment. None of those was an appointment. None of them. But this is what happens. In those 10 people that you're chit-chatting with, you're going to find the person that's looking. My prayer every day when I go out is, Father God, draw to me the people that need this, the people that want this, the people that would duplicate this. Father God, open their ears so they can hear me. Let me speak really, really simple. Take the blinders off their eyes. And Father God, just let me be used. Like, that is my prayer. It's been my prayer from the very beginning. That's what I'm looking for. I want to make sure that I'm just there being used. And sometimes we're just that friend. We're just that smile that somebody might have been praying for. Lord, nobody sees me. I am invisible. Nobody knows I exist. But that smile, that moment of contact, people are lonely. We are hibernating now. We got used to not going anywhere, and it's awkward, and people, they need that connection. And you will have people that sign up in your organization that are there just for relationship, just for the friendships, because they covet. We were designed and created to be with others. We were never meant to be alone. So sometimes it's just the friendship. It's just fun. It's just getting to know each other. Some people, it just clicks. Some people, you start talking and those friendships, and you can go all the way. You can sign them up. You can do all the things just in that first few minutes. And some people, they got some questions. So they look at the flyer and they're like, oh, you're going to be talking about your heart? What do you have for the heart? Because my daddy just had a heart attack. Now, when that happens, that question for me, when somebody asks a question, I know that's somebody that's looking. In that moment, I'm like, all right, it's about to go down. I am ready for this. Now, I know most of you, when somebody asks you that question, you'll start listing off all the things. You're like, oh my gosh, we got CardioTimes, we got NinjaRad, we got Omega-3, and you'll just tell them all the things while you're standing there looking at the apples, and that is not the time to tell them all the things. That is the time to listen. So what I'll do is, she asked a question about heart disease. I go, oh my gosh, so how long should you have been dealing with that? That's awful. Relationship. Friendship. People love to talk about themselves. It is their favorite topic in the world. So I want to give her a moment. And in that moment of chit-chatting about her universe, I get to learn a lot about her. So she'll tell me what's going on with her dad and what they've been doing. And oh my gosh, is this something that like runs in the family? Is this something, mom, sister, cousin, brothers, all of them? And I get to find out if this is a familia thing, if this is, something she's worried about, all the different things. And I'll say, you know what? You guys would get so much. So I let her talk. And then I would say, you guys would get so much out of the class Monday. I look forward to seeing you. And I start to walk away. Do this with me. Walk away. I want you to get used to this. This is, it's kind of psychology. If I keep talking and she's trying to get away, she doesn't want anything to do with what I have. But if she's talking, I answer quickly by saying, oh my gosh, we'll answer all those questions Monday. Bring your dad, your sister, your cousin, your brother, whatever. So looking forward to meeting you there. And I start to walk away, but she pulls towards me and asks another question. Like, do you really think that this is something that would make a difference for them? Because we have done so many different things. And I say, oh my gosh, what have you done? What has been your experience? How long have you guys been? And I will let her talk. I will listen to, we might talk for 30 minutes, but mine is 1 or 2 sentences. I'm not answering her questions in the moment by the apples. So she asked 2 questions. I still, at the end of the second question, will wrap it with, oh, you for sure. This is why I had to stop here today, because I was supposed to run into you for sure. Make sure you guys come Monday. I'm so excited to see you. If she asks me any other question, any third question, doesn't matter what it is, I'm like, listen, I actually got 30 minutes. Why don't we go sit down up on the benches, or go over to Speedway, or go have a coffee, or go have a whatever it takes, and I'll answer some of your questions, because oh my gosh, this was supposed to happen. If she says yes, which when they're really looking, that's what they say. They say, yes, absolutely. And then I'm going to talk to them about what she was asking questions by letting her answer 1,000 questions. Can we talk about heart disease? Can we? Oh, we can talk about your healthy heart all day long. We have CardioGize. It is for your healthy, beautiful heart. Our Ninja Red is for your beautiful, healthy heart. Our Omega-3, beautiful, healthy heart. Like, we have so many things that even on our website tell us it supports that healthy, beautiful heart. And that's all that we're going to talk about is those amazing things. So I would get her started on either our big Ninja Red kit or our Make a Shift Ninja Red kit. And then we would throw all the other stuff in there. And oh my gosh, your daddy is never going to be the same. That's what we would do. If she says, oh, I can't, I gotta go pick the kids up in about 15 minutes, say, that's okay, I really had a bunch of shopping to do anyways. How about if we plan on meeting and I set a time? We can meet over there at Panera Breads around 3 tomorrow. I'll be in the area. Do you live in the area? Any of those questions. So out of 10, I'm not looking for 10 people that are going to enroll every single day. I'm not even looking for 10 people that will let me chat with them. I am putting myself out there, and the flyer is just a tool. So we have a ton of different flyers that you can use. We have on my website, Shannon Hudson YL. I know most of you guys know where that is. ShannonHudsonYL.com. You can go there and there's a ton of stuff. If you go under resources, you're going to see today they go live a bunch of different flyers. They're free. You can edit them, do what you want. Make sure you guys can see this. This one says, need heart support? We can help. And so on the top part, it says your body was designed and created to repair itself when it gets what it needs and can absorb it. So what I did this time is I wanted to really give you guys, I wanted to equip you with the tools to go out and share. So if your excuse is, I don't have flyers, that's okay. I made flyers for you. I even made them black and white, so you can't complain about the cost of having to print them out. I also made it where there's 2 on a sheet, but you can put them 4 on a sheet and make them even smaller, so you can go as cost effective as you need to go. On here it says, if you're interested, follow this. So they just have to take a picture of this. They can follow that. It will take them to a wish list that imports everything that we have that is for that beautiful, amazing heart. It also has a description of a few key things that we have. So this one has CardioGize, and Ninja Red, Omega-3, Olive Essentials, PD8020, all the different things that help with it. Those will import when they pull my number in. But it also says if you need help grabbing your stuff, text new. So it's got my phone number, text new. If you want a 7-day series on the heart, text heart. So then I know I can follow up in what I need to follow up with. So even if they don't purchase anything, they can send me a text and I can keep in contact with them via that, or they can throw this away and not use it at all. So when I'm out, I can use this flyer. We've got aches and pains, one for aches and pains. We've got for weight loss. We've got for pretty much every system we have. So immune support, lungs, kidneys. I went through and we made flyers like these for all of them. And this is what I did. So on the ones I use when I'm out and about, it has my stuff printed on the bottom. So you can see right there, it's all there. It has my phone number, it has my website, and it has that little QR code, right? But this is what I made for you guys. So on the bottom of them, there's nothing, because I want you to put your own information there. I want you can import them as a picture in something like Microsoft or into Canva. They are a JPEG, so that you can import them wherever you want. Microsoft, you can add the information there. You can put them in Canva. You can do all kinds of different things with them, so that you can add your contact information. You can go to your Young Living website. You can make your own wish list with the products that you think fit that. So you're like, well, I would definitely put this in there. Throw it in there. You do you, boo. It's whatever works for you. I just wanted to make sure that everything we were sharing was 100% compliant. So on the website, everything that is on all of this is stuff that the website says it works for us. So when you look at our immune support and lung one, Imu gummies for sure going to be there. Why is Imu gummies there? Because it says that it's for respiratory and immune. So it has a little bibbit on what it is. So will everybody you give a flyer to purchase anything? No. Will these flyers get into the hands of people that aren't going to purchase things? Yeah, it's going to happen. Will all of them get everything that's in there? No. Will somebody get something? Yes. It's a numbers game. If you are doing that 10 times a day, you're out there 10 times a day, and out of the 10 you have 5 people that will at least take a flyer. So 5 people get a flyer. Out of those 5, you have 2 or 3 that actually do something, and out of those you have 1 that actually wants to sit down and go over all this stuff and tell the other people. I mean, those are numbers. This is why I say this is how we rank up together. This is that massive action. And we'll get where you're talking to so many people, because in a month, realize in a month, That is 300 people. That's 30 days, 10 times you're talking to people, that you're putting yourself out there with people you didn't know in new areas. So I hear people say all the time, but everybody I know is already in. It's because you need to go find new people. You need to go out there. Like, but my team isn't doing anything. Find new people. But you can butt all day, but in the end, the only way that you build that you change ranks, that you have that accountability, is to choose to go out and do the hard thing, which is go talk to new people, go find new people. This message, Young Living, to me, is a message that has to be shared. People need to know. My life was radically and dramatically changed. People need to know. They need to know that they can feel better. They need to know that we are supposed to have energy, that we're supposed to be strong, that our bodies were created to fix themselves. And it doesn't have to be deep, and it doesn't have to be complicated. And everything you need to know about CardioGize is in CardioGize's description on Young Living's website. So you don't even get to go, I don't know enough about it. Nope. You're going to send them to the website. They can go to the website. You can answer questions when you're doing those one-on-ones. You can go to Shannon Hudson YL. I have got PowerPoints. I have been doing every week that I'm able to, I do an in-depth class on different products that we have, and each ingredient, just like Gary used to do for us, so we understood the reason, the why, the how, all that good stuff. I'm telling you, there are so many resources. There's resources galore that you can use. So the other thing that I know that you're going to be going, but Shannon, I don't know how to add that information to the bottom, or you're going to take weeks to do it. So these are empty. This is also what you can do. So notice on here that is just my name, my phone number, the link. So the wish link that you have, what I like to do is I take it to bit.ly, bitly.com. Bitly will give you a shortened link. So at the end of, the wish list that you make for the heart, at the end of that wish link, I would make the word heart, so that you know exactly what to write on there. The aches and pains, it literally says aches and pains. So can we talk about aches and pains? We have Cool Azul for aches and pains. We have our omega-3 for aches and pains, and normal, healthy, inflammatory response, like our Ninja Red. We have so many different things that you can use and you can share. So don't let this be something that holds you back. You're like, I just don't know if I can do it. So the contest that we have going on is 10 a day, every single day, and then 2 classes, events, sit downs, one-on-ones every single week. So out of those 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 people that you chat with, do you think you're going to have 1 or 2 that you could sit down and really tell them all about Young Living? Tell them whether it's on the oils, or whether it's the Thieves line, or whether it is a specific system, and you sit down and you do that? That's your 2. That's your 2 classes. That's your 2 events. That's your 2 DIYs. That's your Christmas coming up. That's whatever it is. And you can use one that you personally do, and one that your upline is doing, or one that somebody crossline is teaching a class. Or every single Saturday, I teach classes 3 times a week online. So I'm here on Tuesdays. I do the deep supplement class. On Thursdays, I do a business builder. And then on Saturdays, it's an introduction to some way. So this Saturday at 1 o'clock, I'm doing a class on sleep, getting to sleep, staying asleep, and waking up rested. That is the class. That is an introduction to Young Living from a different direction. So that's one that you could bring a brand new person to, and you could literally say, girl, I know your daughter's having trouble sleeping. Come with me. It's going to be online. We'll watch it together. We'll talk about it, because you can chit chat while the class is going on. As long as you have a new person at any one of those things, then it counts as one of your 2. It counts as one of your 2. And what you're going to do on my website, it's going to be under Growing Diamond. Don't go look there now. The one I have there now is from 2020. I was trying to get it all ready and I fell behind. But it's going to look just like this. It's a little form that you're going to fill out, and it's going to tell you the dates of what we are doing, and there will be a spot for every day. So each week, so this is 1 week, that is 7 little boxes. Every time that you get your 10, you check that. So if I do 12 people today, I still have to do 10 tomorrow. So doing 2 extra in one day, that doesn't count, because this is about consistent action, consistently choosing to do the thing. So you can go out and hand out 10 flyers in a matter of 10 minutes as you're passing by a Rite Aid if you need to. You can go hand out, and you can be like, aches and pains, we got classes going on, we'd love to help you out, here you go. Throw out your flyers. Weight loss, here you go. you can throw out 10 flyers in a matter of minutes. Now, those might not be your most effective days because when you get the conversations going is when you'll see things. But this contest is about doing what you said you would do. Like when we make a promise to ourselves, it is the most important promise that you can make because our brain believes everything we tell it. So when you say, I'm going to go out and I'm going to share with 10 people every single day, I'm going to do it, and every week I'm going to sit down twice. So that class can be with 50 people. If you already have them scheduled, you're like, I have 7 people that come over to my house every week, whatever. You have the scan days where everybody comes to your house. That can count as one of yours, as long as there's a brand new person there. So this isn't what you're doing for your team. This isn't what you're doing for all the people that are already in. This is you making sure you're getting more people. So let's say you always do, I do classes on Mondays, right? So I do classes on Mondays. That is phenomenal. And as long as I personally have a new person there, I brought somebody with me, I get to count that as one. If I didn't bring a new person to the class that I am teaching, that doesn't count in this particular year, challenge that we have going on. So I'll count for 1,000 things, just not this challenge. So I know you guys are gonna have 1,000 questions, and we will cover all those. Like I said, every Thursday, 1 o'clock, we're going to have the next part of the class. Every single Thursday, we've got one class. I think actually the next class is all about the flyers and the handouts and how you would use them and what you would say for each one. Like, how would you get that conversation started? How would you roll that in? And your first week, my goal for you for your first week is that you clean up your schedule. So what are the thousands of things that already suck all your time? Because I know a bunch of you are in your head going, there's no way, I have so much going on, I just can't fit this in. Listen, you can throw these flyers in your purse, you can throw them in your backpack, wherever they are, and that busy life that you have, when you're out there being that busy, go get them kind of gal, you're going to hand out flyers while you're out there. Don't let that be your excuse. I hear people say, but my kids, I got so much going on with my kids, I just don't think I can. Well, if you're taking your kids to 1,000 things, that means there's 1,000 other human beings out there while you're taking them. You can also, we used to, on the days when I just, like, I can't do this, I'm so tired, I would legitimately hand flyers to my kids when we go to the park and have them go hand it to all the parents. Just go hand them, would laugh, would swing. Some of the parents would come over, other parents would just fold them and put them in their packs. And nothing to, I mean, you got to make it work. If you're going to do it, just do it. Just pull the trigger and say, what if? I mean, here's the thing. What if I'm right? So this hasn't just worked for me. This has worked for so many people. I have shared the stories over and over and over and over again of people ranking up. When we did this in 2020, one of our gals did 18, not 2. She did 18 her last month of the one-on-ones in the classes because she was right at the precipice of achieving from silver, finally hitting gold after waiting for so long. So she did 18 classes to get that bump up. Susan Richardson, Young Living Diamond from Ohio, one of my besties, she's on the call right now. Her and her daughter did this in a 4-month period. So it wasn't even their biggest intent to do it. And the daughter went from 2,000 to 3,000. Oh, my battery's running low. Oh, no. She did it. They went from 2,000 to 3,000. Just one second. Brian. I don't know where my plug is. I think it's in the other room. If I die, you guys will know why. Let me call him real quick so he can bring my plug in. But anyway, she went from 2,000 to 3,000 and achieved silver in 4 months. Went from 2,000 to 3,000 OGV just by putting herself out there and going and doing the hard thing. Another friend of mine, Marlene Wiegers, she is a diamond in Young Living, and she was introduced by somebody at a Walmart who was doing their 1090. I'm just saying, this is not far and few between. But what is far and few between is the people that will start it and finish it. It's the ones that finish it that see those major changes. So I don't care whether you're a star. I don't care whether you used to be gold and you're sitting there an executive now. You can do this. Grab your team, grab the people in your organization, or find your brand new people. We're going to be talking about taking your new people and doing the same thing. But since my battery is going to die, I am going to wrap it up. I will answer your questions for the next 3 days. So I will be looking at all those. You have questions, you have thoughts, you have things, let me know. But big one, tell me if you're going to run with me. Tell me if we are going to rank up, because I'm shooting to re-rank as my diamond. That's my goal. So we are doing this. This challenge will end February 29th, which is a leap year. And I know if you do the counting, you're like, that seems like 4 months. It's because we know you're going to take time off at Christmas, and we know you're going to take time off at Thanksgiving. And so we accounted for all of that. So this is 90 days of actual work time. So this gives all of us 4 months to rank up. Who's with me? Who's doing this? What rank are you shooting for? What is your goal? What is your plan? Are you going to do 10 a day? Or you're like, I can't do 10, but I can commit to 5. So maybe you're like, I can't do 10, but I can do 5 a day. I can make sure I do 5. Or I'm gone all the time. I can do 2 days a week, but I will do 40 on the days that I do it. Whatever it is that you know that you can commit to, that you will stick to, we're giving away all kinds of really cool stuff during the whole challenge. One lucky winner is going to get the Select 30 kit with 30 of those great, big, amazing, beautiful oils. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I will get all of this stuff posted by tomorrow morning. It will go live. When it goes live in the 1090 group, I will let you guys know, and I will give you a link to the page that it's all going to be on. So today, start cleaning up your schedule. What are things you could put aside for a season? What are things that you can have somebody else pick up the kids from basketball, or you can step. Well, we used to do the sound at our church. My husband was sound, and I was the person that put the words on the screen for people to sing. We all had things, and we just stepped down for a season. We said, for the season while we're running, somebody else has to do it. So this week, that is your goal. This week, get yourself ready. This week, get ready to run and start practicing. Start handing out those things. And I'm telling you, it's not comfortable. I'm telling you, it is awkward. Susan said she drove around Walmart 10 times before she walked in the door to actually talk to someone. I know when I first started doing it, I would literally throw up in the trash can outside of Walmart, put peppermint in my mouth, drink some water, and I'd go in and do it anyways, because I didn't want to have to go back to cleaning toilets. I didn't want to have to go back to somebody else making sure that my kids got their basic necessities. I knew that I deserved more, that I wanted more, and you got to choose your hard. What's harder, having to do all that or going out there and talking to strangers? I'm just saying, all right, you guys, I love you. Tell me all the things. Let me know you're doing this with me. I want to know I'm not doing it alone.